Hi everyone, Graham here. Just getting my notes organised. Um, with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We've been around about 5.5 years. We're an emerging nation, but we're putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come, and now expanding our economy. That'll benefit all our citizens because they all hold our currency. And we know that because we give it to them free every month. Anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You simply come along, register, and you're welcomed with open arms. We're also a non-separatist community. It means we're not going to look at you and put you into a special group based on your gender, colour, class, creed, financial situation, or anything else. We simply see everyone as a human being, part of one big family, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. And we'll have a little affirmation that helps us with that in a moment after a very short opening prayer that we're going to get to. Excuse me. And that is there to help us find true happiness in life, not to be confused with short-term pleasure that you get from going to a party, moving into the new home you've always wanted, paying off your debts or anything else. But an everlasting joy. You wake up with it, you go to bed with it, it's with you throughout the day, it's with you throughout the night. And it gives you that calmness so that no matter what goes on in your life throughout the day, and there'll be ups and downs as there always are, but you'll have a calm base to work from and find the best solutions at all times. And that lasting happiness, that true happiness, can only be found through loving service to others. It's not something you can buy. You can only get it through loving service to other people. And the great thing about that is not only are you sharing happiness and creating that lasting peace within yourself, but you will find that it also attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. Things that you've been struggling to achieve and get to will start moving towards you, and you'll think, oh, why is that cropped up here now? And that's, it'll all just start working out for you. And so that's what our little prayer is about. So we'll get started right now with that prayer and affirmation, and then we can formally welcome everybody in. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, let's have a look at who's here. I want to welcome them in, but I want to also welcome anybody that is watching the recording, because we know everybody can't make 7 p.m. London time. We are streaming into Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly, X and YouTube. And most of the people that watch us live are in YouTube. Facebook's not a good option live because we can't see any of the comments that come from there. X and YouTube are both fine, and you can get your comments. The advantage of being here live, of course, is that you learn everything firsthand straight away, and you can pop into the comments where you're from and who you are and interact with other members, and also ask any questions you may have, and we'll do our best to answer them fully for you. Okay, and I see we've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, and Willie from Texas in the United States, Taiwo from Nigeria, Norman from Doncaster, England, Lewis from Portugal in from Lisbon in Portugal. Where have we gone? I've messed up things here. Just a minute, mate. We'll get the next one. We got Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada. Ramachandra's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you. We got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Pierre from South Africa, Radio Pirata from Puerto Rico. We got Nankiep from Nigeria, and Favor Jonas from Lagos, Nigeria. Right, okay. Lovely to have you with us, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. You're equally welcome and equally appreciated. Okay, let's get started then with some numbers for the last 48 hours, because it was 48 hours since we were here last time. So we have an increase of 6 in our 777 plan to 45,589, an increase of 38 in our registered We Share Abundance members to 54,935, an increase of 39 in our active members to 3,334. Success Blueprint, we dropped 1 down to 20. The Easy Team Builder, the same at 1,178. Best Plan Ever is up by 13 to 1,122. And the Pro members of the ShareHope Powerline Plan is up 1 to 759. And then we come to TIR, Thinking into Reality, which is in beta. And we have an increase of 100 and, let me get my magnifying glass on that. I've lost it. Where are we? Here we go. An increase of, I wanted to check it, 181, I think. Looks a lot, that, but is it right? No, it's 141. An increase of 141 to 2,537 people registered there. And we have an increase of 41, I think. 41, in the bronze membership to 935 people now in that matrix. Okay. We got a couple more people in as well. Let me have a quick look here. We've got we have Bidian Klaus from South Africa, Richard from Devon in England, Gary from St Albans in England, Derek from Wado City, Nigeria, Bayako from India, and Bozina from Slovenia. Okay, right. We have on the development side been making good progress. Vishal has completed the changes to the membership, which means that regardless of what happens, nobody will ever need to put their hand in their pocket again. So it makes it, even though it's a repeating subscription for all the plans, nobody will ever have to put their hand in their pocket more than that initial time. And of course, you don't really have to do that. Some people will come in and be paid in by the system or by another member, and they'll work their way through the bronze and into the silver and into the gold membership levels. And that will be I'm pretty sure very valuable for all of you. I'm not talking about the money you're going to make. You're going to make that anyway. I'm talking about the information that we're going to be sharing in those levels. And of course, bronze is going to be pretty basic, but it'll still be helpful. Once you get into silver, it'll be more focused, perhaps, on specifics and getting you really moving. And gold, of course, will be putting the icing on the cake and the cherry on the icing and everything else once you get into the gold level there. But the information that you'll be getting is designed to help you to understand and utilize the science of manifestation. And once you do understand it and you are able to utilize it, then it can drastically change your life for the better. And so I'm excited that we'll be getting that going. We've got to work on the system to feed that information and get it in. But I've been working in the background as well on designing the information, how we're going to deliver it and what it's going to consist of, and how we can impact how we can help you impact your own life through putting into practice the information and everything that we'll be providing for you. Okay. We've got Willie. Oh, we see Willie from Texas, but he's got a question. How many do we have in the silver and gold plan in TIR? Probably not changed much from the last time. It's not really important. The important thing is the bronze membership. That's what drives everything. And we need to be putting more in, because we only put in about 40 odd or something in 48 hours. That's only 20 a day. That isn't going to get a lot of people anywhere quickly. We need to be putting in hundreds a day into that bronze membership. And to do that, we need to get lots and lots of people in as free members. And then it takes about 10 days for a free member to get through into a position where they can be paid in by the system. So there's a minimum of 10 days for a free member. But if we get 100 free members today, it means that in 10 days time, there'll be 100 people or round about that. There'll be some that have been taken up by members, but 100 people that we are able to pay into the system and start really moving things through. But we need that influx of people. I will have a look and check on the silver and gold, but it's irrelevant. What is relevant is the number of free members we're getting in and the number of bronze members that we're being able to get in. Some of them are people that come in and join and see the wisdom in paying the $20 themselves and get themselves into the matrix quicker and start moving along much faster. For a one-time $20. It's a bit of a no-brainer, but I know some people don't even have $20 that they can afford. It's very few people, but there are some people that can't, and that's fine. The majority of people that want to be piffed in are people that don't have self-belief. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in the system. They don't believe in what we are offering. And so they just want to see if it works. And that's okay as well, because hopefully once they do see it works, they will want to help other people. Okay. We've got Maureen in from London. Willie says, I just had one of my free members upgraded by the system yesterday. There you go. It's working, but there aren't enough people coming through. We do have funds. We don't have enough to put 100 people through at this moment in time, but the more people that come through, the more it generates for the PIF bank, I like to call it, for the system. I think currently we've got a couple of hundred, maybe $300 in there, something like that. But we need thousands in there. But that will come as we put more people through the system, because it all works together. So it's the important thing is getting the people in, whether they come in free, that's fine, or whether they, as I say, see the wisdom in paying that $20 themselves, and then that that just moves things a little bit quicker. Okay. Who was asking? Willie was asking, I think, was it? Yeah, about the silver and gold. So I'll have a quick look for you. I think I may have it available. Oh, I've got to log in again. Just a minute. As I say, it's not really important. What is important is that bronze number. But there we go. We have 940 bronze. I don't know whether that's what I gave you. There might have been. No, I gave you 935. So I got a few more since then. We have 940 bronze members. We got 69 silver and 23 gold. But 940, we need to get a couple of thousand people in to push those 940 into the matrix, or you know, they're already in the matrix, but to get them to that point of never putting their hand in their pocket, and that'll give us another 2,000 people, and then we need 4,000 to do the same with them, and so on. So whilst it's doubling up in numbers all the time, because it's that 2 by matrix going down, we have a lot more people that are able to do things about that. And I was hoping to get onto an illustration of how that all works today, but I just got too busy with other things, and hopefully I'll be able to get onto it tomorrow and have that available for everyone. Okay, where are we? Let's get back here. Devyani has been working on getting the Wallet Connect working again. Now, it is working for withdrawals, so you can do your withdrawals. It's not showing up that the withdrawals are going through. So you press your withdrawal button and it seems that nothing's happened. But just give it a bit and then refresh your wallet, and you will see that it has gone through. And now at the moment, it is only linking into MetaMask because we had to rewrite everything. We couldn't use the Wallet Connect system. It just wasn't working for us. So Devyani's had to do the code from the ground up. And she has now also worked on it the other way. So if you want to load your wallet, you can also make the deposits now through that code that she's written. And that will go into your wallet. And that is the best way to load your wallet. It avoids the fees that you encounter if you're using Now Payment or coin payments or a debit or credit card. Okay. So it is working again. We've not completely finished it. We want to make sure that you do know that things are working and that it is going through and it did work when you press the deposit button. So there's a few bits of fine tuning, but it is working currently and it is working correctly. I tested it and I said, Devyani, it's not working, it's not working. And of course it was. And before she'd answered me, I got through and I thought, well, let me check and see what's going on. And I checked the MetaMask wallet, and that had got the funds, and I thought, oh, and so I went and I refreshed the page on the in the exchange, and that showed the thing correctly. But we have to make it clearer for everybody so that people know that it's going through, but it is working. There won't be much done development-wise now over the weekend till Monday. We'll get what we can done. We'll get done what we can next week, because the week after that is the Indian Christmas, if you like. It's not called Christmas, and it's not at Christmas time. It's the Festival of the Lights, Diwali, and so there will be time that they will want to take off and spend with their family and do everything, and that is why we want to get as much done as we can next week. Now, what Vishal is now working on currently in TIR is to get the withdrawals done on there. We are struggling a bit. We can use Stripe payments, but they're not available globally. But for everybody that it is available for, and it is a lot of countries, there's about 130 countries that it is available in, that will be okay. You'll be able to withdraw your withdrawable commissions from TII once we get that completed. I'm struggling to find payment processors that we can use that are global. We've tried a couple of them, and so far we've not had a lot of success for various reasons, and some of the reasons we don't know because they don't tell you. They just say, oh no, you failed to meet our specifications, and we don't tell you what that is. But there are many more options, and we will find one that will be acceptable for what we need going forward. Okay, let's see. We got somebody else in. We got Taiwo. No, I think we had Taiwo, didn't we? I don't know. Anyway, we got Taiwo in from, I think, Nigeria. Oh, he's asking a question. What is about the withdrawal in TIR? Oh, yeah, TIR. We're hoping to get that available next week. We are still in beta. There's quite a lot still to do in TIR, even though your matrix is upgrading every day, and we are getting the system paying in things, and but there is still quite a lot of fine-tuning in TIR to be done. And I'm hoping we can get that all completed next week. Now, it won't be the full withdrawal system, but I'm hoping we can get that Stripe payments online, and that'll go either to your debit or credit card or your bank account as you decide. That'll be a big move forward. I will be constantly seeking the best options and seeing what we can find, and we will find something that will work properly for everybody. But I haven't found it at the moment. I do have some more irons in the fire, and I will be doing additional searches and looking for options. And I know that eventually the right one will fall into place, because that's what always happens, isn't it? Eventually things all fall into place as long as you just keep going for them. And we've got Jennifer in from Warri. Where's Warri, Jennifer? Anyway, nice to see you. I'm not sure where Warri is, but it's nice to see you in here. Yeah, so things are busy, but moving forward, never as quickly as we would like. You've got to remember that most viable, long-lasting programs are not going to make you rich overnight. and TIR is no exception. It's going to make you very, very wealthy and secure, but it is going to take time. How long? Depends on you and all the other members and how much you are prepared to help other people get involved, because by helping other people get involved, you're doing them a favor. You'll be generating income for them in the future. They don't really have to do anything for it. It's nice if they bring in their family and friends. But the more people that do that, the faster we move through. Everybody just bringing in 1 or 2 people a month and we will fly. 1 person a month is so easy. 2 people a month, you're looking at finding 1 person every 15 days that wants something that will secure their future and they don't have to pay anything for it. It's not really that hard to find those people. There are a lot of people that need what they're going to get initially. The first time they get a withdrawable commission, it's going to be $40. And that's a lot of money for a lot of people. And it's going to just keep building and building and building gradually. And that is something that you've got to be prepared to put in so that you can get out. Okay, it's the way the world works. You've got to give to get. You don't just expect always for everything to come to you without doing anything and never letting any of it go, like Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. You have to put it out there to get it back in, and it comes back multiple times over. Okay. Jennifer said Nigeria. Okay, what are you in Nigeria? Thank you so much, Jennifer. I'm sorry my geography wasn't up to standard there, but I do appreciate you. Okay. Now, one of the things that happened today, and we are approaching 10,000 members in the community. That's Your Happy Place, community.WeShareAbundance.com. And to get to 10,000 members in this time frame, it's quite amazing. And what I have done now is the welcome email that people get introduces them to TIR. We say, thanks for your support, and as a gift, we want to help you by giving you a position in thinking into reality and or something along those lines. And so they get that in their welcome email. But we had 9,700 and I've got it here, 9,742 people who had already joined, and some of you will probably be amongst them, who of course wouldn't get a welcome email because they're already welcome. And so I found a program that allowed me to email people. I won't be using it to spam people and sending out lots of reminders about it or anything like that. But we did manage to get an email out, and basically it says, I wonder if I've got one handy. I'll tell you what it says if I have. No, thanks for being a subscriber. Yeah, it says, as a bonus, this comes from Your Happy Place application, and it says, as a bonus for your support, I'd like to offer you a free, no obligation position in Thinking into Reality. And there's a link, that's a link to the website, the main website. It is currently in beta and will soon start providing interesting and valuable insights into the science of manifestation, and also will, in time, start paying you a regular income starting at about $40 a month and gradually increasing. There is no requirement to refer anybody or sell anything or pay anything out of your own pocket, so you have nothing to lose. You can register by clicking here, totally free and without obligation. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. Once registered, you can log in and view the compensation plan by clicking the Promotion Tools button at the top right. Again, thanks for your support and God bless, Graham Frame. Okay, so that has gone out to pretty much 10,000 people now, and hopefully we'll get a little bit. Some of them will already be members, some of them will be you, but hopefully we'll get some sort, because an awful lot of that 10,000 have nothing to do with We Share Abundance or anything, and hopefully it'll bring a few people in. And I think it is doing, because I know I've seen that we've got 27 people today using my link, and it's my link that's in there because it's the admin link. It just puts everybody into admin, and that puts money into the system to pay for other people to come into the system as well when it makes money there. So so there are 27 people there now that have come in today. Not all from that blast, but I think probably over half of them are. And of course, that only went out not too long ago. So I'm optimistic that we'll get a few more people in from that. I don't have anything else for you folks. I don't have any more information. We do want to get the products started in TIR. They are important. They are more valuable to you than the money you're going to make. Because with those products, with that insight into manifestation, you will never be short of anything in life. Health, wealth, and wealth isn't money. Wealth is happiness and joy, and having the things that you need whenever you need them. That's true abundance. I have a friend who brags about having $7 million in the bank, and I'm not belittling him, because it's a wonderful achievement, because he came from a pretty much working class family and made his own way, and that's fine. But why would anybody want $7 million in the bank? You know, it gives him some sort of sense of security, but he's always on about how he needs to protect things, put things in trust, because, you know, and he's always going down these rabbit holes of what would happen if his son married a girl and inherited their money, and then the son died and she had all the money, and then some deadbeat came along and married that girl and he got all the money, and he's worried about all this, you know. I don't have any of those worries because I don't have any money. So it's a big contrasting difference, I suppose, but he really needs the course as well, because then he wouldn't be worried about his $7 million in the bank, and of course he's got other things and other assets and stuff as well. But there you go. It's all to do with enough, really. When you have enough, it's enough. Does that make sense? You don't need more than enough, because enough is enough. And a lot of people will never have enough, and they'll end up stressed out with broken bones and aching and no time to enjoy life, because they don't understand enough. Okay, anyway, I'm looking forward to that, because you will always be able to have enough when you apply the information that will be provided. I mean, it's not new information, but I hope we're going to be able to present it in a way that will be helpful and easy to assimilate and utilize. Okay. And of course, some people are charging fortunes for what we, you take Bob Proctor's course. I think that's about $7,000 for 12 or 15 modules. I can't remember how many modules are in it now. Mind Valley, they're about 12,000, I think, dollars for their course. And we're going to be giving you, in a different format, of course. We won't be plagiarizing their information or anything, but it's all information that we're hoping you'll be able to take and apply to transform yourself from not enough into enough, basically. And it comes for a one-time $20 essentially, because you'll get all, as we work your way through the silver and gold memberships, you will get that. Now, of course, the people that are in the silver and gold are going to move along a lot faster than the people that are working their way through from bronze into silver and things, because they're already in there. They'll start getting that information straight away. They'll get the bronze, they'll get the silver, they'll get the gold information, and be able to start applying that into their lives. So it's going to be exciting, and the money will just follow. We're not talking about getting rich overnight. We're not saying, oh, you pay your $20 and you're going to get $40 tomorrow, and then it's going to be $100 the day after and $1,000 the day after that. It'll move at the speed that everybody helps it move at, but it will keep moving. Okay, right. I think we're done for the day. I can't see any more questions. Thank you all for being here. I'll be here, of course, tomorrow, streaming into Facebook group We Share Abundance Publicly, X and YouTube. And of course, tomorrow we'll be doing a random cash withdrawal from the We Share Abundance Trust Fund for some active elite member. And then we'll be here again on Sunday. And Sunday, of course, we'll be doing the charity raffle draw. So make sure you've got your tickets for that. So until tomorrow, enjoy life. It's the weekend, whether you're just starting it or whether you're into Saturday already, or whether you're getting ready for finishing off Friday and getting into that relaxed state of weekendness. Okay, enjoy it. God bless you all. And share a bit of love, abundance.